Now that we've seen how to set bin locations for items individually, let's look at how that can be done using imports and templates from our settings page. Navigating down to data import, we have all of our templates. We're going to review the adding new products and materials and the update existing products and materials. Now I've downloaded some templates and prepared them, so we'll jump over to those next and take a look at that. Here's our add new products template. It's very similar to the add new materials. There's some subtle differences, but for what we're covering today, looking at the default storage bin, it's going to be basically identical. I've hidden a few columns to make this all appear on one screen. And as we add new products, we can add it like we would any other template. Then we have in columns T and U, we have our location. So as we set up in the previous example, if you have multiple warehouse locations, we can set a default storage bin for each of those locations. In this example, we're adding a storage bin to our main location. It's going to be rack B, shelf 3, which is a new storage bin location. So that will get added to our storage bins as well. Next, we'll jump over to an update existing materials, and we'll take a look at how that template differs. Again, the update existing materials and the update existing products are going to be very similar templates to each other. But basically, when you download your data, it's going to download all of the materials or all of the products for their respective templates. And then we can modify how those have been set up and re-upload those changes to bulk modify how things have been set up in Katana. On your initial export, you may see that the storage bin is empty or has scattered information depending on what you've set up previously. But in column P, for default storage bin, we can start assigning storage bins per location. Now you'll notice on these exports, we'll see a duplicate row for every warehouse location that we have in Katana. And a default storage bin can be set for each one of those warehouse locations. You'll see in this example, I've added a default storage bin to our main warehouse and our warehouse store. In this example, we're using an overflow locker, and we're using this warehouse store as long-term storage, for example. Next, we can go back into Katana and re-upload these. Now, I've already uploaded these documents for this demo. So let's jump back over into Katana and take a look at how these documents have modified our Katana account. All right, back in Katana, let's jump over to our stock page and we'll take a look at how that's modified things. You'll see here we have a few more storage bins that have been populated from those imports. And you'll notice we don't have those overflow lockers that we added. So since we're looking at our stock from our main warehouse, if we select this dropdown and we jump into one of our other warehouses, we have the same filter applied. Now you can see where those are stored in the overflow lockers. Jumping back to the main warehouse, this can also be useful for filtering. If, for example, we wanted to perform a stock take on everything that was included on rack A, typing in a search there will filter this list by only the items that are stored on rack A. A stock take can then be created from there. Now, we've gone over a quick demonstration on how we can bulk modify, bulk add these. In the next video, we'll talk about how we can then use this data to make workflows more efficient. We'll look at sales orders, manufacturing orders, and purchase orders, and how this information can be presented on PDF templates, for example, and what we can do with that. So thank you, and we'll see you next time.